Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. So, we have explored all of Hearthsong now, and now we're going to go and explore some of the rest of the place. So we're going to head up here. We're going to just basically go district to district, exploring as much as we can. And hopefully we'll find everything that we're looking for. Right, let's head out the top here. Oh, hello. Do not try my patience, Estromor. You will not pass without permission of the Amafatha. I come to see the cornerstone with the blessings of the guided compass. The guard scowls and looks at his companion, who nods back. He turns to you again, his knuckles whitening around the shaft of his spear. Always too cozy with the Estromoran. Go then and mind your step around the sacred stones. Okay. So this will allow us to go to Old Song and Elm's Reach, but not Burial Isle, because Burial Isle is the most sacred place they have. Okay. Let's head to Elm's Reach first, because it's the first, because we'll just kind of go around like this. Like, that makes sense. Okay, do we know where everything is in this one? Yes, we do. Okay, so we got Dlenfath and Home, Dlenfath and Home, Dlenfath and Home. Golden Grove. Okay, is that where we need to go? Is that our final objective? So we got Hall of Warriors, we got the Blood Sands, we got Tir Everon, and we got the Twin Elms. Oh, Tir Everon is the place we need to go. Okay. So we can go everywhere else, I think, without starting a main quest. Yes. Okay. That's fine. Let's have a look at the homes. If we can go into any, we'll just go into them. This isn't an important person, is it? It's just telling us lower? I think it's just telling us lower. Yes. Okay. Okay, 2 tribesmen, tribeswomen. Okay. Nothing in here yet. Okay, out this way. That way takes us to Old Song District, it says. Even the Delicman could not stop him. He's just a man, powerful, but just a man. They must be talking about Theos, I think. If he was the one who came through here. Right, let's head in here. Oh. We've discovered something. Underneath it is this unique garb. Defense against spells. It gives you athletics. We'll grab it, yeah. Oh, we're allowed to take everything that's in here. We'll grab as much as we can then. Perfect, let's get out. Okay, now we're heading over here to this house. Okay, 2 tribes people, but nothing important. Okay, time to leave. Okay, let's go to the Hall of Warriors first, I guess. We don't get stopped anywhere else. We should be fine. Yeah. Warrior, 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 warrior. Arthwin. Oh. And that's when I pierced the giant Stilgar with my spear right through its heart. Hello. A lanky hunter grooms his stubble, a patched fuzz of blonde hairs, while listening attentively to a young elven woman. She whispers in his reddened ears and giggles. With his head still lowered, he flashes a wide smile in return. The hunter notices you. He closes his throat and straightens his back, adopting an air of dignity. I've been expecting you. My tribesmen have told me you've to speak the truth about Fiorm's exile. He combs his sparse stubble, darting a glance to the elven woman. Well, Arthwin doesn't hide from the truth. Ask and I'll answer. What happened to Fiorm? Fiorm. He pushes the blonde bristles away from the edge of his mouth. Every tribe knows of his prowess. A hunter of great name. But this time he fell behind. We spotted the giant Stilgar on the Sentinel's Ridge above the waterfall of the Northweld. It was stalking for prey. Fiorm wanted us to split. He'd lure the beast to the river and I'd flank it. But the beast didn't come down to the riverbank, so we tried to circle it on the ridge. I climbed faster, and there it was, ready to pounce on me. I pierced flesh, mid-air, rolled over and stabbed it again and again. And it was dead. Fiorm couldn't believe he didn't turn the kill, not even a cut. He said he'd not return with the shame of losing to a twice-split arrow. I pleaded, but he was keeper of the stone. He'd not listen, and now he's exiled. Who knows where? Okay, tell me about your tribe. We're young, the youngest tribe of Nair Dlenfath. Arthwin hesitates for a moment, scratching his beard, and spreads his long arms apart. But we're not weak. The other tribes have their history, and now we, the twice-split arrows, are making our own. We're true Dlenfathans, true hunters, and I've proven our worth. It was me, not Fiorm, who killed the giant Stilgar. Okay. Interesting. At least he told us where it is. Nothing else. Anything else along here? Building to go into? No, this is just... Oh, there's the building. Okay. Anyone else around here, or is that it? It looks like that's it as to people being around here. Okay, let's head on in. Okay, a whole bunch of people. 3 Tusk Warriors, 3 Tusk First Blades, Warrior S, Wilder Woman, Warrior S. Okay, anybody actually in here? Oh, Simuk's in here. Okay, let's talk to Simuk. The person who had a bastard, we think. Come to treat with this 3 Tusk Stilgar.
Tread carefully, Estremor.
A grizzled old elf, his hair braided and dyed, stands at one end of the hall. His arms and chest are cross-hatched with the pale seams of scars. His crooked smile looks like another. It's not many Estremoran who are permitted into our sacred city. Bethwal must be feeling especially soft today. Come to hear your future here, Evron, or here to make your own at the Blood Sands. What's the Blood Sands? An ancient place of sacrifice, in a cave by the great elms themselves. Riston and his druids have been an integral part of Linfathan society for generations. No matter what the other tribes might say, Erdlanfath has held its own against the Estremoran because some of us still understand the power of sacrifice. Does a thought make you uncomfortable? It should. It's what's kept our society alive for so long. Something else? You don't seem fond of us, Estremoran. I fought in the Broken Stone War and the War of the Black Trees. I saw my brethren cut down defending places of the Builders, and I shed blood alongside Galvin Reddick himself. Now the Estremoran seem to think that they will find a cure for their empty children among our sacred sites, or worse, they will find sanctuary in our lands. And I've seen what happens when they set their sights on Linfathan soil. They're desperate. The best of them want a cure, the worst are looking for an excuse to plunder. And this worries you? I've seen too many wars for this not to worry me. In my 250 years, I've led my people through 2 wars. Our borders have remained intact, and largely through the reputation of the 3 Tusk Stilgar. I've sired a dozen children, but none have been deemed fit to take my place. I care nothing for the legacies that obsess the Estremoran lords, but it is important my successor continue this path. Is your role hereditary? Not entirely. We believe that the souls of our ancestors come back to us, that a strong soul may bear many more, that all souls must be tested by our elders. The Rael looked first among my children for a successor, but the souls were weak. Ordinarily, they would return to others in my tribe to clan heads and their families. Ordinarily. But we share a tradition of fostering the children of other tribes, and the Amafath of the Fisher Train has entrusted his youngest to my care. And as none of my own blood are fit to take my place, the Royal will look to this bog child, the kin of another Amafath, and my foster daughter to take my place. You should be so lucky. This young Fisher Crane lass is a great gift. You should be thankful, especially given your familial feebleness. Bog child? I have nothing but respect for the Fisher Crane, but their ways are not ours. The Orlans of the Fisher Crane have lived in the Thane Bog for 1,000 years. They are cunning and furtive by nature, which serves them well when they have swamplands to hide their movements. But this will not deter the Estremoran on open ground. I think you underestimate what a few stealthy archers can do. Our savagery has deterred the Estremoran from further encroachment. They still tell of our deeds in the Broken Stone War, but if a child of the Fisher Crane leads our tribe, we will lose that boldness, and the Estremoran will lose their fear of us. The child will be influenced by the souls of our ancestors. In times of crisis, she will look to her kin in a Thane Bog for guidance. No matter what I might try and teach her, it will not be enough. There is a way you could help, if you have the stomach for it, but I think you have the perspective to see why a certain unpleasantness might be necessary. Go on. The Orlan girl has the soul of a leader. if it were passed to one of my own offspring, our tribe would remain strong. The Druids of the Blood Sands have a way to do this, and they understand the importance of a strong line of succession for the three-tusked Stilgar. This is brutal talk, even among Glenfathans. There's a house in southeast Hearthsong. Next to the river. The child will be asleep. I've arranged for her to be unattended for a time. Take her and bring her to keep her Widra in the Blood Sands. She knows what must be done. When she presents you with liquid essence, bring it back to me. Okay. Well, no, I think is our answer here. Very much no. I'm gonna say I should kill you for this, I think. We'll be very straightforward and plain. Surrounded by my best warriors? That would be very unwise. I won't do this. I do not relish the deed, but 2 centuries of leadership have taught me that all things bear a cost. Consider it well, Estromor. I am not above rewarding those who are of service. If we said yes, we go to the child, and we warn them what's going to happen, maybe that's something we can do? Maybe, okay. What will Keeper Widra do with the child? Have you seen the rituals of the Blood Sands? You will sacrifice her. It's the only way to distill her essence. What evil is this? To murder a child over a matter of politics? We cannot allow this corruption, this madness to thrive. How could you possibly expect to get away with this? You know the girl is here, and one Orlan babe will look much the same as the next. But let me worry about this. Okay, we're going to say that's all. Have we journeyed so far as to become tangled in a matter of politics, pettiness? We must not do this, Watcher. We've come to save the children, the future of the Dyrwood. I will not stand by if you do this evil. I'm not going to do it, but I will go over there. Oh, hello. Lyris, a young man, approaches you with a swift and purposeful stride. While she never met him before, he has the same stern, wild look as Simic. He doesn't speak until he's right next to you. When he does, his voice is quiet. Wait, I saw you speaking with my father. What's this about? He's asked you to sacrifice Vela, hasn't he? Maybe he's right about this 3-tusked Stilgar growing weak. But if this price of strength, it isn't worth it. The tribe survived this long because we stuck together. Did the 3-tusked Stilgar just say something wise? I do indeed live in strange times. Do you have another idea? Or actually, no, let's go with the first one. I would never hurt the child. The third one. You do not seem like one who would, but my father will find someone who will. He does not give up on an idea easily. There may be a way to stop him. There's a herbalist amongst the Ovates of the Golden Grove. Belda, that's her name. They gather southeast of here by the river. She could brew a potion. Simic wouldn't know the difference until it's too late. There's the family resemblance. Why not just return this child to her birth parents? It's complicated. A child sent to be fostered by another tribe isn't allowed to return. Unfortunately, explaining what that we're shielding her from my father would make matters much worse for both tribes. Let me guess, if Simic dies, you're next in line? It's not like that. The Ru have already determined my soul isn't strong enough. Whoever follows my father, it won't be me. Actually, yeah, we did already know that. Simic's right, I'm going to help him. No, I'm fine, I'll poison your father. You want me to murder your father? Let's ask that question. No, but it's better than allowing him to murder this child. Okay, let's just say there's an easier way to kill him. His warriors would surround you in no time. Besides, it's simplest if this happens quietly. I gotta think about this. I hope you don't have to think too hard about it. I'm warning you now, Estromor. Don't go anywhere near Vela. I'm my father's son in one regard. Okay. So we have a couple options. We can go get the poison. We can poison this guy. Or we could just fight him. Fighting him would mean we'd have to kill all the 3 Tusk Warriors. That probably won't go down very well. You know what? Let's go get the poison, I guess. Okay. Out here, we go into the Golden Grove, which should be just directly along here. Ovate's guards. Ovate. Oh, Bilda. Hello.
Many blessings, traveler.
Bleda. The elf holds a chipped wooden pipe. This wheat smoke wafting from the bowl makes you dizzy. Welcome, Estromore. I've got herbs and potions for sale. Looking for something to ease your travels. Maybe something to make them more interesting. When she grins, you see her teeth and gums are stained brown. White leaf! I once ate a porcupine whole while smashed on white leaf. I miss those days. I hear you can make certain poisons. Poisons? I only deal with tonics that heal and enlighten. Of course, many beneficial substances can be harmful when taken in great quantities, but that's just Rethra's way of keeping all things in balance. Really? What kind of substances? She leans against the winding tree trunk and takes the items off in her fingers. Oh, there's plenty. Concentrated carrow-growing, undistilled spider venom, rotten blood moss extract, cave coral mixed with skin bone. Can you give me undistilled spider venom, please? Why would you want something... why would you... What would you want to do with something like that? Well, my friend Stilgar is dying and he wants to ease the creature's passing. She frowns, her teeth clamped around the pipe. Oh, poor thing. Here, take this. It works slowly, but this will send him back to the cycle kindly enough. Just so he doesn't get misplaced, half that dose would kill a Namua. Was there anything else I can do for you? Well, I suppose we should look at our shop. We're here. Okay, so she sells a whole bunch of these little things. I want a pet. I mean, we'll buy the pet. That's fine. Anything else? Flask of war paint. What does that do? Oh, okay. Looks reasonable. We're not going to use it, but looks reasonable. Right. Trick Simic into drinking it. Okay. Who are you, Tamarin?
Hail, Estromore.
Though his eyes are closed and his posture still, the man before you keeps his head aimed at you as if carefully following your movements. Hail to you. May your time in the Golden Grove be enriching. And hail to you, Autumn Orlin. How in Eora did you... Tranquility begets a receptive mind. With my eyes open, I see your birth form, but when I look inward, I see the Autumn Stilgar. We'll let Haravius talk. I don't know how you can sense it, but you're right about me being the Stilgar. What do you know about the beast? Why was I ostracized just for being able to assume its form? Is there a cure? I know the beast is often sent by Galawain as sort of a trial. Many Amafatha are tested by the Autumn Stilgar. Those bested and consumed by the beast have their soul torn from their bodies and lost for a time. So my tribesmen were right. Are you saying I have such a terrible power? This must be some sort of... If your spirit form were a bee, would you be mystically compelled to make honey? Were it a bird, would you spend all day making nests? Tarwin opened his eyes once more and looks Ravius up and down before wincing and shutting his eyes once more. I am saying that is what the animal your form resembles is known to do. It seems you're eager to leap to your own conclusions. I would not normally advise one to speak with the circle at the Blood Sands, but given your circumstances, the ethic null may prove insightful. He turns and with his eyes closed points to north-west. Read the stone slabs carved by the druids of the Blood Sands. There are answers to be found, as well as more questions, but you must explore them for yourselves. What is written on these stones? Much of it is utter rubbish on the incessant need for sacrifice. But among the dogma are a few bits of wisdom on Galawain your friend will understand. Anything else you can tell us? Only to trust in Galawain and trust in Will. Both have blessed you in their own difficult ways. I appreciate the attempt to lift my spirits, but that doesn't really help. But he has a point. I shall trust Will has something to show me in the Blood Sands. Let's get going.
What?
Okay. Bart feels warm. The roots almost seem to twine around your hand. Okay. Orvate's guards. How do we get up there? Oh, like that. Oh, like this bit. Okay. All are welcome in the Golden Grove, they say. Hello. Which one do we speak to? This one. Right. Welcome to the Golden Grove, traveler.
Many blessings, traveler.
Do you seek the wisdom of our herbalist, or simply to bask in Wethra's glory? Who leads your order? High Ovate Eora leads us. She sometimes journeys to Elmshore to renew her strength, however. She's there now with some of her closest followers, in fact. Eora is a mighty elm among us. She's lived for generations. There's none who understands the world as well as she. We're fortunate to have her wisdom to answer questions. I'd like to know more about her. Oh, you must meet her for herself. She is wise and kind and has led our order from the very beginning. Yet she walks among us and gives freely of herself. That is what so many of us cherish about her. She is present among us in a way the gods never are. Tell me about the Golden Grove. We're the Ovates, druids, philosophers, students of nature. We gather here to share our knowledge and to celebrate. Many travellers come to us for poultices and remedies. Bleda understands the cures and poisons of nature like no others. What do you believe? We believe knowledge is found in the earnest exploration of the natural world. We do not, as some have said, oppose the gods. We simply believe we have found a brighter, more peaceful path than devotion. I must go. Okay. So that empty space in Elmshore that we saw earlier, that's probably where we'd meet her if she was around. I just want to go here because I think we're going to unlock an area by going here. Nope. Okay. I thought we'd unlock Northweld, but we don't. That's fine. Right. I guess we're going to go speak directly to the next one. Like, directly back here to whoever Simic's son was, who I've forgotten the name of. Right. Straight in here. Okay. Hello, Liaris. Do what's right, Estmore. Okay, so I don't speak to him. I obviously speak to Simic. Hello. Something else? Here is the potion you asked for. What are you trying to give me? This is distilled essence. Really? He rushes at you with a cry of rage. Huh. You know, I didn't really consider the possibility that he might just be like, what the hell? Okay. Well, let's think about this. First things first, Palagina is going to fire sword him. Wolf is going to attack him. Let's see, Wolf should probably attack Stilgar. Get Stilgar and the Wilder Woman on him. This is Haravius. Haravius should switch. Okay. Sagini is likely going to have to switch. Stand and come back out here. Durant is going to want to buff. Grieving Mother is going to want to very quickly dominate this one. Okay. We are going to want to switch to our weapon and blind this one. Go. Just quickly unpause, pause. Savage attack, and then go over here. Kill that Wilder Woman. Okay, where are we right now? This is the buff. Okay. So you should definitely be on your staff, which you are. Okay. You just put down your buff on everybody? Yeah, that's what he's doing. That's fine. Did we convert the Wilder Woman? Don't think so. Oh, we did. She's doing a good job. Okay. This Wilder Woman's getting hurt. Wolf is fighting at Stilgar. You're doing fine. We know that Barbarian thing doesn't actually make them immune to being hurt, so we'll keep attacking. This means you can't see how hurt they are, which is fine. We should definitely Dominion of the Sleepers here, so we get extra stats. Okay. Buff everybody. This is fine. Wilder Woman's gonna die. Are we attacking anyone right now? We weren't. Okay, so we weren't getting any chance to convert. Okay. That druid's about to fall.
Thank
Durant, anything we can do with you right now? Suppose we could put repulsing seal right there, and that'll hopefully bounce him back. But he's a little bit out of it right now. The wolf is doing fine against Stilgar. You're doing okay, not great. We're doing fine, but not great. Simuk's about to fall, I think. Those 3 attacks, Simuk. He might go down, possibly. Pulsing seal is there. I'd like you to try and move back, Even Mother. Oh, she's trapped. Okay.
Ready.
Okay, I see what happened there. Sagini got trapped. Yeah. Sagini go on the wild. Right. Ravius is down. This is not good. Things have not gone well in this fight. Okay. Charm the first blade. Sagini. Go in for the Stilgars. We're gonna take out the warrioress. Heal.
I'm here.
Right. First blade's on the other side. Cool. Attack Simuk. We have killed our targets, and we're now in the Stilgar. Okay. Durance. Attack the Stilgar this direction. We could cast spells, but he's probably going to get them cancelled, so we just won't. Okay. Attack Simuk. Right, he is healing. Is this us? Wait, where's us? This us? This is us. Okay. So we're in first. Sagini is going to switch to her bow and arrow. And I guess is going to shoot whichever one makes the most sense. Maybe Simuk. Maybe she'll try and get Simuk down. Okay. We don't have any spells right now, so we'll just keep attacking Simuk. Palagina's going to attack Simuk. We're in a little bit of trouble. We should maybe steal their stuff there. We could zoom out a little bit as well. We're getting attacked in the behind. That's not good. Heal. You can.
That's how it's done.
Okay, he got knocked down, so he's going to fall. The lightning on Simuk's doing its job, but not great job. Okay. Self-heal. We got dragged in. Oh no, hate that. We got anything? Not really. Oh, melee weapon.
Red.
She got dragged in as well. She can at least leave. Okay. Simuk's still going. I think we may have lost the fight, would be my guess. We'll see. We'll keep going as we're going. We should heal. Even if it's only 29, we should heal. Simuk's about to fall. Another couple hits. Once Simuk falls, we can use Palagina to attack, but we need to actually get Simuk to fall. I think we're down. Yeah. Even though we can res what? Well, if we res Durance with this attack, Durance can then use his res on everybody else. There we go. Switch to your melee weapons, attack the first blade. Okay. Ravius can then move out and can conjure. Even Mother's probably dead. Durance can res here. Res me. Right, there we go. That's fine. Ravius can cast it. I'm surprised this hasn't gone horribly wrong yet. Ravius can cast his one of these spells in here. I suppose we could have got him to cast his res, but we don't need to. Do one of these lightning storms only hit enemies? Striking enemies. Yes. Okay. Relentless Storm. Durance. things to do in here. Perhaps just chuck your heal damage. Well, take a step in, I guess, and then chuck your heal damage through them. Another step in. There we go. Chuck your heal damage through. Okay.
Need something?
Lightning storm is charging up. Continual stabbing is still kind of working. Use your athletics to heal. There we go. That works. Lightning storm's going off. Right? That work? Or already activated. Okay. Anything else I want to do? Firebug? Yeah. Fire. Okay. See if it works. Durant and Sagini, switch to your bow and arrows. There we go. Both of you can now just shoot in. Okay. That's still attacking in there. Caligina's still attacking. Cool. Switch to your gun. Shoot in. Right. Switch to your implement. We get everybody to attack this warrioress. Okay. Now we'll get everybody to attack the Stilgar.
Die!
Ooh. That was a fight and a half. We actually survived it, which is crazy. Okay. Well, we'll pick up stuff. What's this? They cleft. Okay. It's a nice shield. I guess. Cool. Grab some more loot.
Fight.
Grab some more loot. Oh, we're stealing. Adirian dialects. Ethic null. No, we'll have it.
They shall see
We should probably sneak at least if we're going to steal from in here. The iris looks you in the eye and gives you a slow nod.
I'll take a look.
Okay. Invisible? We are indeed.
I'll have this open in no time, as promised.
Let's just have a look around here. I mean, as long as we're invisible, we can steal what we like, so. Okay, some of us can stay invisible there.
Let's see what's in here. As promised.
I really just want to unlock it. But, you know, now that there's a chance of stealing it, I do want to try and steal it as well. Nah, we get spotted way too quickly. Okay. Well, you got the XP for unlocking it, if nothing else. Then we'll grab whatever this is. Cool. So that's all of the 3-tusk Stilgar murdered. Well, we're doing good in here. I wonder what our rep in this place is. Our rep, overall. Oh, it's cool. Also, we can see our reputations for general stuff. We're benevolent. We're honest. Diplomatic. We have 1 deceptive. That was our deceptive one right there, which isn't great. But, you know, we were a little bit aggressive. We were trying to do it in a peaceful way, but we just weren't very good at it. Okay, I think that it might actually as well be our aggressive. But mostly we're honest and benevolent. Okay, so we're known as a friend to Defiance Bay, a champion to Gilded Vale, hero to Deerford Village, ally to Twin Elms, hero to Knights of the Crucible, troublemaker to the Dozens, a dark hero to House Dominel. Extremely mixed views of us. Okay. Troublemaker to Ethic Null. The Ovates think that we're an ally. Okay. And we're champion to Stalwart. Okay. Cool. So I guess that troublemaker is because we just did this. Okay. Well, let's head out of here. We got what we were doing there. Let's head along somewhere else in this area. So anything along the outside here, apart from the river, where clear waters taste sweet and refreshing. Okay, I think we'll cross over. Oh, hello.
You have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not. For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Eora ex Incios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
You honor me, Grand Inquisitor.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by the Kratom witch. The tide is against us now. We have but one option. Eovara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
How would we reach her?
Not in Kratom, surely. Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different. The king of Oceanus is a sinful man. We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
How would we get Eovara to move to Oceanus?
You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Oh, he wants us to betray our old mentor. Interesting. Oh, I guess we did, judging by what we saw happen to her, but now we'll see. This is the Twin Elms. Okay. Hello? Two identical women seem to fade into view as they move away from the great trees that camouflage them. Their skin is tree bark, ridged and scaly, wreathed in a curling tangle of roots, buds, and blossoms. Their hair hangs beneath the shade of serrated leaves like the dropping branches of the elms above, and the pupils of their eyes are encircled by hundreds or even thousands of concentric rings, as if to mark the accumulated wisdom of millennia.
Turn around, flesh creature. Outsiders are not permitted to approach the elms.
Do you not feel it, sister? Something familiar. An ancient soul, like the other one. Another defiler, no doubt. Let us fell him and be troubled no more. It would pay the debt of his predecessor.
So it would seem, Rhiannon. But we must not hasten to judgment. I see a different motive here. Different questions in these eyes.
What of it, young trespasser? Is it as my sister says? Or are you here to stain this place with foul deeds?
Okay. I forgot my purpose in the presence of such legendary beauty. Have I begun hallucinating in double? No, I don't think that's where we're going with it. I'd gladly burn this place down, no. Business concerns the health of this land, you'd be wide to aid me. I heard those commotion here. I seek the man who came here. Yeah, let's just be straightforward. I seek the man who came through here. It sounds as though you've already met him.
There! By his own admission, Sheila.
Really, sister? And you wonder why your leaves begin to fall out before midsummer? Clearly that man did not want to be followed. Whatever the relationship here, I suspect it is anything but cordial. The answer is yes, old one. We crossed paths with Theos not long ago, and we can tell you where he went. But I find it curious that anyone would seek him out. Suspicious, even. If we are to help you find him, we would know why.
Okay. I have a problem and he's the only one who can fix it. Stopping him might end Waidwin's legacy. He must face justice for his transgressions. He crossed me, I intend to get my revenge. We seem to be linked, I need to know why. I don't fully know myself. My reasons are my own, it has nothing to do with you. Well, I guess originally it was about fixing our problem. It then kind of turned to Waidwin's legacy, but now he just must face justice. I guess that is the one we're going for. Given that we also think he started Waidwin's legacy, I guess that is the fair answer.
I like him better now, Sheila.
Indeed. A kindred spirit, it seems. But that's what this is really about, isn't it? You are tied to him. I see it now. You are awakened. Your soul is awake and something once buried deep now wells to the surface. Past overwhelms present, closes in around you. Your time has nearly reached its end.
I just need to get to
I'm
Theos.
sorry to tell you this, But Theos cannot give you what you seek, nor can any man. An awakening cannot be undone, any more than your past can be undone.
So this has all been for nothing. I'm going to lose my mind.
The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you truly expect to be able to wipe it away?
I would live with it if I could.
That is the penance we all pay. But penance cannot be paid for a past only known in fragments and glimpses. However, as much as my sister speaks truly that there is no way back from an awakening, there may yet be a way forward. Would you agree, Shiva?
I would. Were the way not so likely to end in death.
You underestimate me.
Or perhaps you underestimate your foe, Old One. Where your soul is renewed in its ignorance in each span of your life, his only grows in cunning and resolve.
The man Theos you must already know by now. You are linked by a common past. Something about it lingers within you, festering, unresolved. What it is I cannot see any more than you. And without that knowledge, your doom is certain. But were you to learn the source of this discord, perhaps it could be put to rest. Though it is equally possible it will trouble you as much now as it did then, and merely speed your condition to its end.
My past comes to me in pieces. How do I unlock the rest?
You might wait for it to come on its own, of course. But when it comes, it will replace your sanity's last breath. Such is the nature of your condition.
Or you could learn it from someone who already knows.
Theos? Would he remember?
It is said the gods made his memory perfect, that he may never forget his charge. If he ever knew, he still does.
Not that he would tell you, of course.
You have followed the right person for the wrong reason, it seems. We see it often beneath the elms. The soul dragging mind and body to unknown places for unfathomable reasons. You may have wandered into Theos's path many times, in many lifetimes, without an awakening to show you why.
The only thing that's certain is you did not find what you sought.
You said you know where he went.
He has gone down beneath the tower to a place older than we, where the people of Engwith once walked. He makes his way to the buried city, Sun and Shadow.
May he stay down there and rot with the remains of his people.
He may yet. He won't be returning the way he came, that much is certain. He opened a secret path in the tower's base, and saw it destroyed behind him through some vile means.
Okay, so, time to reveal a little bit of knowledge that I do have about the game. When I was looking up when to do the next stage of the White March DLC, I was reading through, basically it had like, do this, in terms of like order of the game, and then you'd be roughly the right level to do things. It said, do Elmwood, then do the Endless Paths, then do White March, then do the one that they just said, the Sunset or whatever they called it, right? Whatever that one was. I can actually scroll up. I just remembered on this one. The Sun and Shadow. That's it. So, if we get to a point where it says we're going to go down into the Sun and Shadow, we're going to say no. We're going to go and do the rest of the game. And then we're going to come back and do Sun and Shadow. Because I believe that may lead to the point of no return. So, just my little bit of knowledge for you. Anyway. Is there another way to get to him?
We know of one. On the burial isle, through the court of the penitents, Braeth Yaman. A shortcut, in fact.
Don't be cruel, sister. The way my sister speaks of is not for the faint of heart. A great pit at the center of a forgotten court, where faiths were judged in place of crimes. To most, it is simply a gateway to death. With the help of the gods, it can take you where you want to go.
What do you mean with the help of the gods?
The pit is said to have been a means of judgment by the gods. Those cast into it are meant to die. It is that way you must pass to reach Sun and Shadow.
Okay, you know how I was saying the point of no return? I think jumping into a giant pit may be the point of no return.
The court is old. We do not know much for certain, but it would seem only the gods themselves can grant passage.
What is this
No
court?
more than a ruin now. It is older than we. A place for the trial of heretics. We were not here to witness it, but at one time there was a group that refused to acknowledge the gods. Neither the first nor the last, of course, but these were numerous and all put on trial for it. Those who did not repent were cast into the pit and imprisoned below. The fall killed them, of course. The prison was not for people but for their souls, and their sentences were eternal. It is said that many of the condemned repented and were permitted by the gods to ascend from the pit, so long as they pledged their service to one of them. But these are old legends.
How would I ever get the gods to help me?
Behind us is Ter Evron, said to pierce the shroud itself and a place of communion with all gods. If ever there was a time for prayer, you have found it.
How do I pray?
Ter Evron is also called the Hall of Stars, and the stars show us the allegiances of the gods. When stars are in conjunction, we know the gods they represent are aligned as well. You should choose a place to pray where you'll be closest to those you want to hear you. If a god stands alone, you should pray to that god. If they band together, you should address them all. Choose your words wisely, for all gods expect proper homage, and none has patience for fools.
Who would I pray to? Any god you can, I should think.
I would pray first to those gods you like best. I hope for your sake, the feeling is shared.
Is there no other way?
None.
So the only way to get through this pit is to pray for help.
Not the only way. Just the only one that doesn't end with your body impaled on jagged rocks.
Okay, I have other questions.
What do you wish to know?
How do you know I was pursuing Theos?
The same way that you are no doubt able to peer into the ether and experience the souls of others. It is something we are born with, some more, some less. A gift common to many creatures of the wilds. You share certain similarities with the man you pursue. For your sake, I pray they are few and of no consequence.
You mentioned that people come to these elms without knowing why. A soul has a will all of its own. Its needs and whims are seldom understood, but they follow them all the same.
There is something about this place that reaches beyond our understanding, something like a beacon. The elms have a way of uniting souls that have been seeking one another, with or without their owner's awareness. Sometimes it is for love, sometimes for vengeance, sometimes for peace. Often it is for no reason we will ever know. In your case, let us hope it is for peace.
Or vengeance.
I want to know about the two of you.
There is little to be said about us, for we are bound here, caretakers and defenders of this place. Our journey has been over time, but not distance, measured in observations, but not experiences. We have seen the elms grow tall. We have seen cities built, burned, and built again. The only constant has been the tower, a silent companion through the ages. You can imagine why this recent destruction has stirred my sister so.
If you do nothing else, make that man pay for what he did here.
Okay, so I need to know more about praying for support of the gods.
We will tell you what we can.
Okay, we already know all of that. Cool,
Before
farewell.
you go, tell me this, old one. I'm curious. If you were to subdue your enemy, what would you do with him? What would give you
Okay.
peace?
So I won't know until I get there. I need to understand our history so it may be put to rest. He must be destroyed. I would return him to the wheel of life and death. I wish to undo the harm he's caused. I would set him on a better path. I would take his place in power for myself. We're not really on the place in power. Set him on a better path? Maybe? Undo the harm is definitely one. Understand our history kind of fits with us as well. Return him to the wheel of life and death is probably what we might end up doing, if that's one of our options. But I guess we'll go for undo the harm. It kind of fits where our character's going.
You would need to have twice as many lifetimes as he to repair his savage work.
But perhaps there are strides you can make.
All the same, think on this matter. Be assured in your course. In the end, it may mean all the difference, not just to his soul, but to yours. And be warned. Some questions have answers that can never be learned, and it is those that trouble the soul above all others. May you find an answer to yours.
Okay, we have completed the quest Assassin at Large. Oh, okay. Got a new quest? The Council of Stars. Pray to the Gods. Okay, so, praying to the Gods is going to be a while away. We got to go to Blood Sands, and then we got one more area to explore. We can also go to Burial Isle now, which is interesting. Oh, and we finished this quest, apparently. St. Effin's Knot. Zawo met with the Priest of Abaddon to discuss the mystery of who had stolen the Smith's Hall artifacts. During the investigation, a quirky Priest of Whale lent the group his bizarre form of help. Answers to the thieves' riddles posed as different riddles. Zawo and the Priest of Abaddon realized the Priest of Whale was a thief. Okay, we got a minor item. We got a thing that suspends beneficial effects. Alright. Cool. Right, well, I think we're going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.